My name is Angel Shingoose, and I am a 23-year-old Indigenous woman. My mother is Cree and my dad is Saulteaux. I grew up in the inner core of Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I lived in the city my whole life and have never lived on my reserve. Every now and then I'd go live with my dad in Grand Prairie, Alberta, but I mostly lived with my mom. My mom was a single parent and raised me and my brother and sisters. She raised us living from house to house in poor neighborhoods, but I always felt like we lived in a loving home. I always thought that I had a great childhood. Our life and hers wasn't always easy. Alcohol abuse was a struggle in my community. Although we lived in difficult circumstances, my mom taught me a lot of things and raised me to be strong. In many ways, the only way I knew how to be was strong, hard, and shy. My life was complicated. I thought it was normal to live with low expectations. I didn't feel that I really had anything to do that felt important or real, so I gave into the party life. I got pregnant when I was 16, and I didn't really like the way that I was living or what was happening around me. At that time, I was living from house to house. It wasn't stable for me and my baby. I gave birth to my son. Soon after, when he was a few weeks old, I knew right then that this moment, was going to be a crossroads. I needed to change my life. I remember that very moment, I had my baby boy sitting in his stroller and we were sitting together at the bus terminal. I didn't know where to go. I decided that I needed a different life. I wanted opportunities and chances for me and my son. I needed to get my life on track to a better, healthier future for me and my baby boy. That's the moment that really pushed me to go to school and to find my own house, my space, and my place. I decided that graduating grade 12 was my best option. When I went back to high school, I started to reach out to different organizations in my community, and they helped me and encouraged me. As a mother living in the core, I found supports in the Station 20 West building. I got a Kids First worker and realized all the different supports that the building had to offer. I had gotten my baby immunized there and started getting good food boxes. I loved the Good Food Box program and I became a coordinator too. It made me feel like I was doing something good for my family and for the community. I liked the Mother Center too. It is a great place for me to relax and have good conversations with other mothers in the community. All these supportive organizations have helped me a lot through my everyday challenges. I felt a sense of value in these organizations, like I was a part of something and I wanted to do more. I think that some people might feel afraid to talk to somebody or that they can't reach out. Maybe because they are too shy like I used to be and still am a little bit. It took me a long time to connect with the people working there, but once I did, I started to feel comfortable. After the successful feeling of graduating grade 12, I thought if I can do this, then I must go further and pursue a university degree. I honestly never thought that a person like me could graduate grade 12, let alone go to university. But the people in these organizations at Station 20 West support me in a way that made me believe that I was capable of doing anything. I feel like I can be a strong, positive, and realistic role model to my Indigenous community. I hope my actions can inspire others to make the same choices I did and not to give up on getting an education. I think that becoming a teacher will help me work and contribute to my community and society. I hope my daily life choices can inspire and help other young First Nations people like me. As a university student, I still reach out to the Station 20 West building. I get to do fun projects with the University Engagement Office, which also helps university students who live in the core. My historical context, my history, and my past are still a part of my everyday life and shape who I am today. I now have 3 kids and I am working towards my bachelor's degree in education. It is really hard. I face many challenges on a daily basis. I work through them every day. This one time my grandpa came to visit me and I was doing homework, folding laundry, and rocking my baby in her car seat all at the same time. My grandpa was pretty surprised that I was doing all these important tasks at one time. I am a university student, I am a mother, I live in the core, I am all that wrapped in this body every day. I know it means a lot of things to a lot of people. There are people like me who are trying to create a positive change, and we are actually just pushing back at the system that put us there. We can accomplish anything. It doesn't matter how many good choices you make, it will always be hard to get out of this cycle. It's a lot of hard work, and the Station 20 West building understands the struggles and barriers that most of my people have to deal with. They are helping to empower the community. We need to encourage one another and help one another. We have the right to be anybody and do anything. I'm learning what solidarity means, and I think that's what my relationships with my family, my culture, and my supports have been all about. Going to university is really hard, and I'm still figuring out how to be good at it. But no matter how hard it is, I always remember the struggles that I have been through. When I think of my children's faces and futures, I always pull through. It is worth it.